How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi. Welcome to another episode of Tier Talk. Hey guys, great question sent my way. How do you know you've earned the respect of your senior officers? That's a great question. Senior staff in general. But is that the right question we should be asking? That's important. That's what we're going to be discussing when we come back from our sponsor. Now guys, if you haven't, the show Tier Talks for you brave men and women that work in corrections, so please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. The bell's going to notify you every time I post a video. We'll go to our sponsor, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about earning that respect with senior staff. Stand by.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Guys, inmate manipulation is a course that is highly needed. It's the process that's so slow moving and subtle that you don't realize it's happening. When inmates choose to manipulate, they manipulate our need to react. Situational awareness and insight is going to save your career. It's going to save you from doing foolish things. Listen to your gut. So the more insight we have, the more we can recognize what isn't so overt, and we can correct our behavior before we fall into a trap that we can't get out of. If you allow an inmate to pull you out of your prescribed role, you are opening up a door for a host of problems. Inmate manipulation, the psychology behind inmate manipulation. Available now. Link in description. Thank you guys for listening to our sponsors. So the original question was, how do you know you got the respect from the senior officers? But I don't think that should be the first question you should be asking yourself. I think the question should be, why is it that I want that respect? Basically, what is it that I'm looking to be respected for? And the reason why that's important is sometimes we have this want to belong. And sometimes that want to belong will connect us to people for different reasons, and we wind up just connecting to someone who's really not good for us, but we want that need to belong so bad that we foster that connection even though it's going to be adverse to us moving in this profession. You want to know what it is that you want to be respected for, so you connect with the people who can help you get to where you need to be, which is hopefully a level of professionalism, hopefully being respected for what you do in this great profession. So again, asking yourself what it is that you want to be respected for will help you connect to the people that hold this profession in higher standards. That's one. Ask yourself that question, please. It's very, very important, because I don't want your need to belong to overwhelm logic. I mean, yes, you have that need to belong, but there should be some level of independence that balances that out. So you're not just willing to settle to connect with anyone, because to me, that respect is having that connection. Because remember, in this profession, guys, you don't just come in with that level of trust. You have to earn that trust. So we're looking for that connection. But in the long run, I just want to be careful as to the reasons as to why you want that respect, why you want that connection. The other thing is, and again, it's not an all-inclusive list, don't look to impress when you first get into this profession. Look to learn, observe, see what these senior officers are doing, learn the walk, learn what they do on the tier every day, because that's where the real education is. That's where the real knowledge is. Sometimes the academy kind of boasts about where they're at now as opposed to where they were yesterday, and they don't realize that when they do that, they minimize the training of the senior officers, and sometimes the new boots coming in think that they're better than the senior officers because the elite training that they received. I'm going to tell you something, guys. All that training in the world does not match a day on that tier. So you may be coming in with all this new knowledge, but never minimize or negate someone that's walked that tier every day and has survived this profession. Their information has tremendous value. Part of the reason why I started Tier Talk, because you don't want to let that value leave once that person retires. That's value that comes to experience. which has tremendous value. Another thing is that you're part of a team. Remember that. There's no I here. You're not looking for personal glory or recognition. You want to show people that you're devoted to the team, devoted to the mission. And how that comes about is by literally being there when needed and not looking for personal glory, but just doing the job because the job needs to get done. You know, a lot of people, especially these young guns that come in, they may not look at corrections as a career. This to them could be a stepping stone, which I disagree with that term. I would say maybe a starting point if you want, or you know, a place where you could gain great knowledge that could be utilized elsewhere. But sometimes they get more focused on tomorrow, and when they're being trained by someone who's really giving them their time and attention, someone that's investing in them, they wind up minimizing that training that's coming from the senior officer who deserves respect, because this noob is more focused about wherever their dreams are going to be next. Don't do that. You know, this profession is noble. It's a great profession to be in. Focus in the now and remind the person who's training you how appreciated they are, how you want to be in this profession. If you give value back to the trainer will give you tremendous value back. And look at that connection. Look at that connection. They're giving you this learning, this expectations to meet, and you're meeting it. That only motivates them. That motivates them to give you more training, which will only benefit you in the long run. But wherever your dreams tend to be, when you're being trained, let that trainer know that right now all your focus is on them and what they have to offer you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the respect could be quick. Could be a code comes and you save an officer's life. But sometimes those opportunities, they never come. And that's a good thing, believe it or not. It's a good thing, because we don't want to get ourselves caught up in fights every day. We actually do want a peaceful shift. So in the meantime, what you have to realize is the respect is for the long run. It's a process. It's not you're going to walk in and get that respect right away. But I think what I've given you is a way to kind of navigate yourself through. And again, this is the beginning of a dialogue. You guys can actually figure out what else you want to add to it. But for me, I wasn't looking to impress. I was looking to learn. I was making sure that the trainer knew that I valued what they were giving to me, because they were investing personal time in me. And I also wanted to connect with the right people. So it's, what am I looking for? What is it I want to be respected for? And that helps me navigate to the people that I want to connect to that could better myself in this profession. Now, again, I'm sure there's a lot more, but that's where you guys come in. And as always, guys, the show is Tier Talk. If you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. The bell's going to notify you every time I post a video. Stay safe. How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi. Welcome to another episode of Tier Talk, the #1 spot for all things prisons and jails. Don't forget, you can find us on multiple venues, including YouTube, Corrections One, Law Enforcement Today, Facebook, Instagram. Tier Talk is a show dedicated to the brave men and women that work in corrections, the brave men and women who sacrifice their lives every day working in the shadows of justice. It's time for their voices to be heard.